It's cold, but I'm outside. I'm outside and I'm here with the sun. I'm here with the sun in the sun, with the plants in the grass. I'm pretty much having a picnic in my mother's backyard. Like, I literally leave this blanket out here. It stays out here. It stayed out here. It's probably been out here like since the second week that I've been here. Girl, I think I've only been here for like 3 weeks, to be very honest. It don't even feel like that. It feels like I've been here for like 2 weeks. Yeah, this blanket literally stays out here, rain or shine. It has literally been out here through the rain and shine. So look at the angle. Anywho, yo, it's cold. It is cold. I got my favorite snack, some dates, and some fresh peanut butter. I filled this up. I used to get this from Sprouts because Sprouts has like that little machine that like so you can ground fresh peanut butter. Mom's has that too. I don't know what other stores have that. Y'all, it is cold. Like probably it's like 40 something degrees, but girl, I got socks on. They're bubblegum socks. First of all, I love dates. I got some dates like a couple weeks ago. I got these dates a couple weeks ago, but I made a mistake and I got these are pitted. They're so dry. They're so dry. Like, let me take one of these out and show you the comparison. Look at this. Look at this compared to this. Like, what? It's really night and day. These are squishy. Like, I'm just like, why would anybody want to get pitted dates? I don't even understand that. Girl, I got some chocolate cake too. The brand Sweet and Natural. I don't know if this is just based in Maryland. It actually might be because they have a 301 number. But Sweet and Natural, oh my gosh, no, this cake is so good. It's too good and it's moist. Yeah, and I was reading the ingredients because like you know, I'm honestly in the mindset of like, girl, I need to change my life kind of. But more than like changing my diet, I had the wildest dreams. Well, they weren't wild, but yeah, one of those dreams I probably will never in my life repeat to anybody. It was kind of disturbing. Not in a like scary type of way, but in a like inappropriate, quite inappropriate, like, but it has to do, I feel like it has to do with masculine energy and like an overexertion of such, likely. Anyways, but girl, especially after having that dream, I was like, I need to cleanse. I got me some frankincense today, so I'm about to cleanse my place. I especially need to cleanse my place because I took out like the trash that I had like from me moving into my mother's basement. There's these 2 big ass trash bags that I finally took out. It's like they weren't filled with food or anything like that. It was just filled with like, you know, the stuff that nobody was touching. Shit, 20%. Anyways, it was filled with the stuff that nobody was touching and nobody was using. So, you know, just threw the stuff away. And also, like, you know, things sweeping up and things like that. I was just filled with that stuff. But I finally threw those away. I cleaned my cat's litter, so it's like I'm literally taking out waste. So, you know, I always feel as though like when you are cleaning physically, you also have to like sweep away, you know, whatever like may have been lingering upon the shadows of the waste that, you know, you have just like taken out. So girl, you gotta cleanse. There's so many different ways to cleanse, to be very honest. You can cast things out just through your voice and just through your conviction. But I got my frankincense. I love me some frankincense. That's literally my favorite. It's damn near my favorite incense, to be very honest. It's my favorite resin, you know. But yeah, good as fuck. And yeah, what I wanted to say, it's sweetened with organic evaporated sugarcane juice. Amazing. Anyways,
God, guys, my expanded education. I thank you for blessing me with such a bountiful harvest. I thank you for blessing me with these dates. Not even just myself, but I thank you for blessing the earth with the dates. And I'm so thankful to be able to enjoy these dates with this peanut butter and also this cake and also the meal that I've just eaten. But those are progress of this bountiful harvest. It's just blessed to be by my name. Amen, amen, amen.
Back to what I was saying. Actually, I don't know what I was saying, but I'll just start here. I started like thinking about the process of, you know, like for us to be able to get meat from the grocery store. I started thinking about that entire process and like what has to entail for that to even happen. And I started thinking about how like it's just I feel like it's a very unnatural process, because it's like, I'm not saying like eating meat is unnatural. I don't think that at all. Like that happens within species. So I don't believe eating meat is unnatural. I just believe like the way that meat is consumed, especially within America, I feel like that's just unnatural. Not just meat, but just like any type of like meat, seafood, whatever the fuck. The chicken, the shrimp, the fish, the beef that you get from the grocery store, they've killed that animal weeks ago, if not months ago. If you're lucky enough to get some meat or some chicken that is like locally based, then yeah, probably weeks ago. But yeah, so they killed the animal weeks ago, and then they're freezing the meat, and then they have to transport the meat to your state, and through that transportation, that meat is unthawing, because the temperature in which that cargo is going to come across it's not controlled, and even if it is controlled, like things go awry all the fucking time. So it's like, okay, the meat is defrosting through that process of transportation, and then once it gets to your grocery store, they're freezing it again, and then once they put it on display, it's defrosting once again. I just feel like it's just unnatural. It's just an unnatural process. Girl, I will never forget the time I was in Cameroon. It was probably the second time. It was either the second or the third time that I went to Cameroon. And I remember, I think we visited my dad's sister, my aunt, and I remember she was like, "Oh, do you guys want some chicken?" And my sister, we were like, "Yeah." So we ended up, I remember we drove somewhere. And I just remember I don't know, because I was young, her saying chicken, I thought they were either gonna I don't know, I thought the chicken was gonna come in the package. So I remember we drove somewhere, and then these two people loaded up 2 live chickens in the back of the car, and I was just like, but that's the natural process. That's the process of life, and that's the beauty of life, to be able to give upon it, to another, to be able to give life to another species. I think that's a beautiful essence, a beautiful part of life. Just like the trees give us fruit, the trees give us life. And also within halal food, it's if I'm not mistaken, they breed their animals in a way they're not fearful, or they're not they breed them without fear and things like that. I think they also don't show the animal the blade or anything like that. So it's essentially that animal is meant to be bred without fear, because you're not only eating that animal physically, but you're consuming a carcass. You're consuming a carcass that once held that carcass is a vessel that once held a spirit. So you're consuming things that carcass has been through. You're consuming their emotional well-being and shit like that, their mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, that's all being taken into account when you are consuming their carcass. So yeah, I just now when I sit and I see people, because this is how this conversation in my head started, because I got these dates from Aldi. So as I was leaving, not Aldi, I got it from Lidl. As I was leaving, somebody had a pack of chicken, I guess raw chicken, I don't know, it was probably chicken breast or chicken tenderloins in their hand, and they had bananas in the other. And I was just thinking of the process that I had to take, the process that that animal, those animals, because girl, when you're buying a pack of chicken, you're buying a pack of chicken legs, you're buying 10 chicken legs, that's 5 different animals. Girl, that may be 10 different animals. They may be taking 1 leg from each animal. You're consuming so many different animals, and you're also consuming all the things that go along with that as well. Not only just physically, but again, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally as well. Yeah, I started thinking about that process. So I honestly want to be able to go back to a natural way of life, where it's I'm able to consume animals that it's I know their origin. I would love to be able to consume an animal that has died that same day, because that's natural. That is natural. Human beings are the only animals that can sit here and preserve meat. They are the only ones. No other animal can do that. And you say, oh, well, that's why we have fridges. Like, oh, inventions, technology, yada, yada, yada. But no, that shit is all aiding in the unnatural process. Like, there's a reason why, like, no other species does that shit, because it's not natural. It's not natural. But yeah, but we have the convenience of refrigerators, and we have the convenience of freezers and things of that nature. But still, I still don't think it's natural. Especially because, again, you're getting that food, you're getting that meat from the grocery store, and the grocery store has to get it from somewhere else. So you don't even know. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, I take the meat home and I put it in my freezer and it's fine. That meat has not been frozen from the moment that it has been butchered to the moment that you pick it off the shelf at the grocery store. It has not been frozen that whole time. So you freezing that meat once you get it is kind of null and void, to be very honest. That's just some psychological shit to make yourself feel better. This is coming from a person, girl, I ate chicken 3 days ago. But it's like, you're not always conscious of that because of the convenience of you just walking in the grocery store, you just grabbing meat. You're not thinking about the process that, like, are like how things go about for you to be able to pick that meat up at the grocery store. You're not thinking of that. I'm not thinking of that, And then, once the food is made, it's just food. So, honestly, dates and peanut butter is the best fucking snack. It's so good. They just have so much fiber. They help you shit. That's one thing. When I first started eating dates, girl, I'd eat a date and, like, within 5 minutes, I'd be like, oh shit. Where's the bathroom? But yeah, the peanut butter I usually get from Sprouts is chunky. This one is really smooth. But this one is natural. In the aspect of, like, there's no added oils, there's no added sugars and shit like that. But I fucking love dates. I'm actually germinating some date seeds currently that I have been telling myself for the longest time that I need to go check on. I'm gonna check on them today. I said that last week. On a week before that. But we just not time yet. But yeah, this is my favorite snack. I was even contemplating with myself on getting this cake because I knew I was getting the dates. And now that I'm eating these dates, girl, I don't even care for the cake. Once I dig into that cake, it's just gonna be different though. Queen Afua and Chef Bobette and Dr. Davis, something like that. He was interviewing Chef Bobette. Oh my goodness. I was watching that interview. Oh my goodness. That lady's experience of life is so, I don't even have a word for it, to be very honest. Like, it's just like, wow. Her talking about her experience of life, like her talking about her life in general, is just like, wow. Talk about perseverance. That's a word for it. Perseverance. Like, oh my goodness. I think it also attributes to, like, her strength. Not even, like, you see that lady got muscles. Bro, like, that's what, when I say I want to be strong, I want to be like a Chef Bobette. I want to flex like Chef Bobette. But yeah, not even just, like, attributing to her physical strength, but bro, if you watch that interview and you hear, like, the things that she's experienced, the things that she's been through, and the things that she's, like, overcome, that lady knows strength. That lady has known, like, mental and emotional, would I say spiritual? Likely spiritual strength before, like, you have seen muscles on her. And that's just, like, it's just like, wow. But yeah, so what I got from Queen Afua was eating with the sun. I made a video about that too. So that's what I'm doing today, eating with the sun. So when the sun is out, I'm gonna be eating. When the sun is down, it's no solids. It's probably just gonna be liquids. I've been really liking the Mama Chia pouches. So, and I've been making, my sister, she gave me her juicer. Oh, bitch, I've been making juice with ease. And she gave me her juicer, so I made some green juice. So I actually just poured, like, some chia seeds in the juice that I made, because that's pretty much what the Mama Chia is. It's pretty much like a mix and a blend of, like, vegetables and herbs. and then with chia seeds. So I was just like, girl, I can make this. So indeed I did, and that's what I drank this morning. Yeah. You know what I seen? They said that like, okay, I guess like Marcus Garvey back to African movement. African Americans, when they went back to Africa, they went to Liberia, and then they said that Jamaicans went to Sierra Leone, which is so interesting. It's really interesting, and that shit, I believe that because like certain shit within patois is like similar to Creole, and Creole is broken English. That's what Sierra Leone speak. They speak Sierra Leone's broken English is called Creole. I think other like countries in West Africa, I think they're broken English. Oh no. I think in Cameroon, their broken English is called Pidgin, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, like okay, in patois, a child, they say picnic. In Creole they say Pekin. So it's just like, bitch. And girl, I love Caribbean music. I like Caribbean music past any Afrobeats, to be very honest. I'm like, okay, bitch, that might be why. That might be why, bitch. I probably got like some Caribbean roots. Anywho, I'm gonna go back inside soon. It's cold. But I'm glad to spend this time out in the sun. That's what I want to be doing. I want to be out in the sun. Like, this is healing for me. This is my therapy. I come here and I speak. I come here and I speak my mind. Like, I come here and I say my affirmations. I come here and I pray. I come here and I give thanks. I come here and I ask my questions. I come here and I say, show me. Show me how I did this. Show me how to do that. Thank you for leading me towards this. This is my sanctuary. Oh. Well, I'm just saying. I started taking the, I think it's a probiotic. My cousin, she studies regenerative medicine. And she recommended me to take, I think it's called like Rittery. It's really interesting because my mom, because me personally, I don't claim anything and I won't claim anything for anybody else in regards to like people's ailments and just things in life that you may experience. So like, I don't know, like I experienced eczema. Bitch, you would never hear me say my this because it's not mine to keep. It does not belong to me. I'm not the owner of this eczema, girl. It's an experience. So my mother experiences Parkinson's, and through that she takes this medication called Rittery. I just think it's so interesting because the probiotic that my cousin recommended me is called L-Rittery, something like that. But the name is like, it sounds really similar. I'm just like, wow, it's really interesting. But I started taking that literally just last night. So yeah, I think that's also in the aspect of like, girl, you know, trying to like, you know, just like live a healthier lifestyle. And again, I do not eat crazy. Like, I don't remember the last time I drank soda, to be very honest. If I do drink soda, it's like once a year because I like carbonated water. And then it's like, I also like, if I drink juices, it's natural juices. It's juices that are 100% like natural juice. It's juices that don't have added sugar, don't have added color and dyes. That shit I just don't understand that. I really don't understand why they be putting dye in food. What the fuck does it do for the taste? Like, that shit make me mad. Girl, especially pickles. I like pickles. When I be seeing dirty yellow and shit in the pickles, what the fuck? Why the fuck are you putting dye in pickles? Anyways, this shit like that. There's this one brand that they put turmeric. They add turmeric in their pickles to get like that yellow coloring, and it's just like, bitch, duh. Not even duh. Like, it's so crazy because all this shit is so unnecessary. You want something to be red, there's beets. You want something to be blue, there's spirulina. There's no reason and there's no like actual purpose for it. But hey, oh, you know what? The reason is because they have to wait. these corporations, they have to wait for the beat to grow. They have to wait for the beat to grow to be able to utilize the beat, but they can just go into the lab and create the red 40 dye. It's wicked. But hey, what is this? Is this the West? Yeah, that's Western life for you. That's Western life, literally. That's Western life. Okay, I'm out.
Dropping